I posted on YouTube every day for 100 days, and here's what happened. There was just a huge flock of birds that flew over the window, so that's what that was. Hello, and welcome. I'm using my phone as a microphone today, so this is new. This is still technically a webcam diary, because I'm just gonna tell you what's going on in my life. I posted on YouTube every day for 100 days, and I... Hmm. I learned that it takes a lot of work to be consistent. It takes a lot of effort and it takes a lot of energy to become a consistent person, right? I had to choose every day to show up for myself. Um, yeah, posting every day is not something I would have done, but even coming back to YouTube is something that I really chose to do because I was grieving. I was grieving the loss of a very creative friend who left a legacy of videos and music and content that they've created. And when they were gone, it was kind of like I could hear his voice whenever I wanted, right? I can see him doing his thing whenever whenever I wanted. And I used to so badly want to be like that I would be performative almost, right? I excused really poor behavior from people. Um, And I noticed once I stopped excusing their behavior, when I kind of like stood up for people who weren't able to stand up for themselves, I felt ostracized. I felt like almost villainized. It was very much other people excusing that behavior, and then I stopped talking to aunts and uncles and cousins because of it. And so my inner circle started to grow smaller, and there's times when I was kind of like, maybe maybe they didn't want me to do that. Maybe I am in the wrong, you know? Um, and so there are moments where I doubt that maybe I should have kept quiet to keep the peace, right? And I don't know, having the friends I have has been good encouragement for myself to continue being the person, being exactly who I am. I don't need to change because that will make me more likable by other people. I don't need to I don't need to be liked by everyone, right? I need to be liked by myself. And there are definitely days where my mental health is not its best, and I'm like, I don't I don't know if you can hear oolong in the background. There are definitely days where my mental health is not its best, and I do consider just stopping. You know, maybe it's not worth it anymore. Um, but since posting consistently, I have gone through different art styles, and I find what I like, and I am like, wow, this 9-second clip took 2.5 hours for me to edit, but I love it. That's what I want to create, you know? That's the kind of content I want to make. I get to remind myself of things that feel important. I get to remind myself of my dreams and my goals. I I started posting more consistently. I started posting again in the beginning of the year because I was bored, because I learned that I have no hobbies outside of scrolling on social media, and that was painful and almost embarrassing at first to realize, but I came to terms with it, like, you know what? Being addicted to your phone cannot be that uncommon in this age, you know? I just feel very grateful that a part of me wanted to stop scrolling. I like didn't want to look back and realize so much time has passed, you know? I also had friends who reached out and were like, I would love to keep up with you when you're off social media. And that felt good too. And if it weren't for those friends, I wouldn't have the sense of community I have now, right? The reason I stopped talking very often to my friend who had passed was because I was insecure about how much weight I had gained during COVID, right? I was insecure about like if this person would say anything, and of course, like the people I'm friends with would they don't care how you look. Like they care that you're a good person, you know? And having a sense of community is really what gave me the confidence to show up as I am, but I want to be remembered for who I am as I am, not who I am when I was putting on a persona, who I am when I was posting, who I am when I'm talking to these specific people or these specific people, or oh, I'm around these people, I gotta act a different way, or I don't know if any of this is making sense, and it doesn't have to. It's for me. I mean, but in the 100 days that I've been posting, and it's over 100 days, right? I'm filming and posting this on the same day, and it's 110 days actually. So maybe I should wait to post it till tomorrow because then it'll be 111. In the 100 days, I've grown more confident in the person I am. I have learned what's important to me. I'll have days where I'm not feeling great and I just post anything. And then when I'm very clear headed and I'm feeling better, I'm like, that feels like a cop out, you know? And that's okay. It's okay to have days like that. I've gone from, 11 subscribers at the beginning of the year to like 9. Awesome. Uh, to 280 plus, almost 290. I feel like I'm figuring this out. And it feels good. It feels good, you know? I I've utilized shorts, which I was like, no, the point of using YouTube is not to use short form media. But I'm gonna be honest. I get to be creative in just little spurts, right? And oftentimes that's what leads someone to my long form content. I have people who comment on my videos time and time again, and I recognize their names, and it's no one I've met in real life, and they're just people who watch what I post, and they care about what I post for some reason, and that feels good too. Posting every day has made me more creative, more beautiful, more open-minded, more goal-oriented, more secure in who I am as a person, in my beliefs, in like, yeah, I am a creative person, you know? I struggled with that for a long time. I struggled with that for a very long time because I felt very often compared to someone else, a younger sibling who was creative in a very in a very let me think of the word. They were considered an artistic person in a very fundamental definition of the word, right? It was very like paintbrush to canvas, pencil to paper, and it felt like the kind of, I don't know. Maybe you like competition when you know you're winning, and that's what it felt like. But for me, I was not winning. Was losing by I was losing by everyone else's definition of creativity and artistic and artist. Uh, I've shifted the way I view the videos I make as art. I've shifted the way that even something as simple as my day to day is art, right? I'm an artist and I'm shaping the way I view everything because I started posting consistently and it feels good. And I think I can do it for a whole year. Some days are hard, but for the most part, it is so fulfilling. I hope you're having a great day. I love you. How do I stop this?